This is a Parker AC10, and in this video I'll show you how to connect it to a PC using a USB to RS485 cable and read the drive parameters into DSE Lite. Hello, I'm Simon from the Inverter Drive Supermarket. If you want to use Parker's DSE Lite software with an AC10, you'll need to connect the drive to a PC. Now you could use Parker's USB adapter kit, but we prefer this FTDI USB to RS485 converter cable as it's compatible with many other drives as well. It's an inexpensive 1.8 meter cable with an isolated USB-A connector at one end and flying leads at the other. The wire colors correspond to the following signals. For this application, we only need the two data wires and ground, so I'm going to trim the remaining wires and secure them out of the way. Once that's done, we're left with the yellow wire, data negative, the orange wire, data positive, and the black wire, which is ground. I'm going to fit ferrules to the ends. As this cable works with many different drive brands, it'll likely be connected and disconnected quite a few times over its lifetime. Ferrules just make it a bit more robust. Now the cable's ready, we can connect it to the AC10. The RS485 connector is the green plug on the side of the smaller AC10s. It's removable and clearly labelled with the terminals we need: negative, positive and ground. Now you may notice this RJ45 socket next to it, and yes, it does look like an Ethernet port, but it's not. It's actually for the optional remote keypad, so don't try connecting it to your laptop or network. On the larger steel chassis AC10s, the same RS485 connector is inside the drive on the control board. To access it, simply remove the front cover, and here it is. It's a similar process for the IP66 drives. The RS485 connector is also located on the control board under the cover. RS485 is enabled by default, so all we need to do is connect the cable. This should be straightforward, but the labels on the connector don't follow the standard RS485 naming. In this case, I'm going to match the polarity, not the labels. So yellow negative goes to B-, orange positive goes to terminal A+, and black ground goes to GND like this. Once that's done, we can power up the drive. If you find these practical drive tutorials helpful, consider subscribing for more content like this. Here's a quick tip. Make sure you fully loosen the terminals before inserting the wires. It's very easy to trap them under the clamp. It looks connected, but it isn't. This actually caught me out a couple of times whilst filming this. Now we can connect the USB end to the laptop and open DSE Lite. If you don't already have it, it's free to download from Parker's website. I'll put a link in the description below. First, click the COM port button and enable AC10 support. Next, ensure Auto is selected. The default baud rate is 9600 bits per second. You can change this using parameter F904 if required. Finally, choose the COM port assigned to your USB to RS485 cable, in this case COM4. If you have more than one port listed, you can check in Device Manager. Look for the one with FTDI listed as the manufacturer. Once the drive is detected, the details will appear at the bottom. To read the parameters from the drive, we first need to create a new application file. So click File, New and AC10. I'm using one of the smaller AC10s, so I'll select IP20 frame 1 to 5. The software version is 2.33, so I'll select the default template for that. You'll now see the block diagram system for the AC10. If you're unfamiliar with this, we've created an introductory video. I'll put a link in the description. To read the parameters from the drive, click Command, Extract Drive Parameters. You can see the progress on the bottom right, and once complete, the parameters are displayed in the tree on the left. And that's it. You can now make changes to the block diagram or simply save the parameters as a backup. Thanks very much for watching. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd consider subscribing, that would be hugely appreciated. See you next time. This video is for educational purposes only. Always follow official manufacturer documentation and safety instructions.